Hey everybody, this is Jen with Garden Jen's Journey. Today I'm doing a quick video. It's not going to be edited. I'm shooting right off my phone because this is a break in between the inclement weather we've been having. So I haven't been able to shoot any videos for you guys, and we're expecting another rainstorm in about 10-15 minutes. So I figured I'd bring you outside and show you what's going on, at least to let you know, hey, I'm still here. And maybe I can get some more videos shot later on. But right now, here's what we got. So here we go. I can hear the thunder rolling in the background. So this is my rose bed. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that this bed has been a work in progress for the last 7 years. And we're getting there. This is the newest edition, or I should say re-edition. This is the Neil Diamond Rose. This was actually designed by the singer Neil Diamond himself. I had one of these roses in my garden about 3 years ago, and then it died off, and I was very saddened because this is a very expensive rose to get. And so we were able to save up some pennies and nickels and get this flower back in my garden. So that's the Neil Diamond Rose. I have some knockout roses that are growing. These my husband had dug up from a customer of his. Since he owns a landscaping company, sometimes he gets the plants that his customers no longer want just because they don't want them. So I have a couple knockout roses here. I have this one and this one. They're starting to get a little out of hand. I got to prune them back. But that's where those came from. Then this beautiful one back here. This is a brand new addition this year. This is a peach rose. I think I got this from Gurney's, but isn't that beautiful? I love the color. And then I have this rose here. It's just starting to open. It's not quite there yet. This is a copper rose. And then this other rose over here, I thought was a dead bare root that I was given. I ordered this one and then the last one I just showed you from Borage, and you know, sometimes Borage has a reputation for poor quality, and so you know, this one was not growing at all when these ones were already about this size. This had nothing, and then it finally started growing. So we'll see how this one does. It's just starting to put out foliage, so no blooms yet. And then we have another rose over here that's starting to bud out. Really pretty. So we're getting there. The roses are starting to really come around. Looks like I'm probably going to have to spray them with some copper fungicide, but no big deal. I also planted borage in here because if this plant self-seeds in this bed, it's perfectly fine because I plant this mostly for the pollinators, even though you can eat it. So that's some borage, and then I'll take it to the rest of the garden if I don't step on my cats while I'm walking around. My giant Lima beans are starting to pop through the ground. That's very exciting. This is another flower bed I have going. I have safflowers and straw flowers and blue daisies, and then in the very back there by the mint I have savory. I'm so excited to see these ones too. This is the old Mother Stallard bean. These are a dried bean, so they're doing really well. The strawberries are doing good. You'll see straw and a bunch of leaves that have been piled up against the beans because we actually had a frost. The first day of summer, the first day and the second day of summer, we had a frost here in Zone 5B, and I lost quite a few of my beans because of the frost. This is my hollyhock bed. The black ones, which did not grow last year, I only had foliage, no flowers. They're the first ones to open up this year, so aren't they gorgeous? They are truly black. What a gorgeous color. They'll really pop against the pink ones. These ones are pink. And then I have some more flowers over there. My corn's starting to come up, which is really exciting. I'm glad it did not come up until after the frost, otherwise I would have lost this all. And I've got some more stuff growing over here. That's my herb bed, of course. I'm starting to get rained on. My grapes are doing wonderful. If you have seen the last video I did about this is a red currant bush tree thing that we, not the red, this one's the golden. We had transplanted it from somebody who was having their property completely razed and everything removed because they're putting in a brand new home. So we transplanted this in the middle of June when it's really, really hot, and it looks like the tree is dead, but actually it's not quite dead yet. The branches are still very pliable, they're not brittle. So there's hope that this is still alive, that it's just kind of regenerating its roots, and then maybe next year we'll actually have some new life in this tree. If not, at least we tried. This is one of the beds I had to replant. You can see some of the damaged beans here. This is Hidatsa shield beans. And then across the way, you see a lot more damage here. A lot more damage. And these aren't from slugs. This is from the frost that we had that killed a lot of them. So a lot of this is replanted. But I did not pull out the dead stuff just in case there's more life in that. But this is Blue Lake pole bean. So we'll see how these do. I have some cosmos growing in my planters. This Swiss chard is a reseeded from last year. I did have some beets and some things that were planted here, but they don't seem to be growing. I'm wondering if the rain washed them out. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with that space in a little bit. Got more corn here with some lavender and some sunflowers and some snapdragons. My garlic is doing really well. I've got to get these scapes harvested off them while I can. Otherwise, they're not going to be really edible anymore. So I got my garlic there and over there. And then this is Trifano Violetto pole bean. It's a purple pole bean and I really like it. So that's that one. And then we're on this side. I forgot to show you guys. Yes, I have grass growing. Isn't it beautiful? But I also have my cherry tomatoes and some dill. And that right there, that thing is mullen. Mullen grows in the wild. And if you get it the first year before it gets this tall, it's got a lot of medicinal properties to it. It's a great plant to have. But even if it gets this tall, if you can get it before the flower spike really goes up, you can see the flower spike right there. It's still got some medicinal properties. That's why I let it grow in the garden. Plus the flowers it puts out, the hummingbirds and butterflies really enjoy. So that is wild mullen. I didn't plant it there, the Lord did. Alright, this is my one catnip plant. It's doing very well. I have it where it crates there because my cats will eat it right down to the nub and kill it. So it's got a milk crate that protects the root part of the plant from being eaten down to nothing. And you can see it's doing really well. These raspberries were part of the transplant from that property, and they did take. I lost about half of them, but that's okay. We still got 4, as that one's growing. And then right next to them, I planted my tiger eye bush beans. They're a dried pinto bean, so we'll see how they do. And tucked back in the corner, it's really not doing quite a lot of anything at the moment, but we'll see. That is a hops plant I have where it should grow up this as it gets bigger. Hopefully I'll get some hops this year, using them for medicinal purposes, not making beer. So we'll see how that goes. This large marshmallow plant right here is starting to open up. Look at those flowers, aren't they beautiful? And then I'll take you over to the greenhouse. My greenhouse is a mess. Don't mind what's growing in here. We got lots of quack grass and of course nightshade that just grows like crazy. I wanted to show you how my peppers are doing. These are cayenne peppers, and I grow all my hot peppers in the greenhouse because they like it hot, and in order to get any fruit off them I have to grow them in here. You can see we got some nice peppers forming here, and I also have sweet potatoes in that pot there. So that's what's going on in the main garden. I don't have time to show you the container garden because it is starting to rain and I've got to get those scapes harvested. So I hope you like this video on what's going on. If so, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to stay in tune with more of my gardening adventures, make sure you subscribe. Alright everybody, until next time, this is Jen. I hope wherever you are wonderfully blessed. Bye bye.